Christian, thank you. We are seeing Henry Ruggs in court for the first time in months now. The former Raider appeared before a judge a bit earlier today. Let's head over to Victoria Saha. Victoria live in studio now with the crucial piece of evidence the judge wants to keep in this deadly DUI crash case.
There are two factors that have been a crucial part in this case: how fast Ruggs was driving and the alcohol in his system. Today, his attorney David Chesnoff tried to convince the judge to toss out the blood work evidence, but the judge says prosecutors can use it. Former Raiders player Henry Ruggs III stood by his lawyer David Chesnoff Tuesday morning as he presented to the judge why the search warrant in the early morning hours after the November 2nd crash should be dismissed. That search warrant was approved by a judge to get a blood test to see how much alcohol was in Ruggs' system. According to prosecutors, Ruggs' blood alcohol level was 2 times the legal limit when he was driving 156 miles per hour seconds before he caused the fiery crash. On Tuesday, his attorney tried to convince the judge to toss out the blood alcohol evidence because he believes it was taken without probable cause.
The officer knew he didn't have enough and asked not what to do. And the sergeant said, "Don't worry about probable cause. Just say there was driving behavior and a fatality."
The judge disagreed, saying when being questioned by officers, Ruggs told them, quote, he was on his way home from home. After the passenger in his car, his girlfriend, told officers they were at Topgolf earlier and had drinks.
Under the totality of circumstances, there is more than sufficient evidence for a finding of probable cause.
A comment that home to home is equally consistent, Your Honor, with being the victim of being in an accident and suffering head injuries.
The fiery crash took the life of 23-year-old Tina Tintor and her dog Max. Ruggs faces felony charges of DUI causing death and reckless driving. I've been in contact with Tintor's family since this tragedy. They were in court today, but they declined to comment on what unfolded. Ruggs continues to be at a high level of electronic monitoring, and he'll be back in court in September for a preliminary hearing to decide if there's enough evidence to send this case to trial. Brian.